Good morning, children. Back to biology class. The last class we discussed about the nucleus we studied. How it will be made up of, what are the structures will be present. There is a small activities given. Let me explain by the theoretically. How you can do this activity means take an ice cream spoon. Ice cream spoon you have no idea, no, or the plastic spoon. Just open the mouth and scratch a little bit of the saliva and just place it on the slide, observe under the microscope, and we can see that the before observing the microscope the process is the same. Add an iodine. Why you are adding the iodine means to see the clear dimensions of the organelles which are present inside the cell, and then at the same time you have to also add the saffron solution, and that is for the dye to give the color, and then observe under the high power. Then we can see that the nucleus cell has an the different organelles are present inside the nucleus. Okay, yes, that is an activity and we will do it when in the regular classes. So today class, let me explain about other organelles. The prominent organelles we studied. One is the plasma membrane, and the second one we discussed about the cell wall, and the third one is the nucleus we studied. Okay, so under the nucleus, and I also explained about the differences between prokaryotic organisms and eukaryotic organisms. Some organisms, what they will do means they have an undefined the nuclear membrane, entangled nuclear membrane, we can say that. Which organisms are having like that means the organisms like prokaryotes. The prokaryotes, they have the entangled. If you see this differences between the prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cell, the prokaryotic cell, the size is an 1 to 10 μ, and whereas coming to the eukaryotic cell, the size is the 5 to 10 μ. Just now I said that the prokaryotic cell has an undefined nuclear membrane, and then that particular structure we will call it as a nucleoid. So the undefined nuclear membrane having only the nucleic acids, so it is called as a nucleoid. Whereas coming to this eukaryotic cell, well defined, surrounded by its membrane, cell membrane, otherwise you can say that they have the well defined nucleus. Undefined nucleus in the prokaryotes and well defined nucleus in the eukaryotes. If you come to the prokaryotic cell, they have only the single chromosome, and if you come to the eukaryotic cell, they have more than one chromosome, it will be present. In prokaryotic, the cell, the organelles, very few organelles will be present, and the organelles whatever are present in the prokaryotes, and they are not membrane enclosed. So whereas coming to the eukaryotic cell, there are many organelles, almost all the organelles are membrane enclosed. Membrane enclosed in the sense they are covered by the membrane. Okay, so this is the 3 marks question, children. Important question. This is differences between the prokaryotic cell and an eukaryotic cell. Actually, what is the meaning of the prokaryote? What is the meaning of the prokaryote? Means it's the primitive. Karyotic means nucleus. The primitive nucleus, that is only called as an undefined nucleus. Okay, whereas coming to the eukaryotic, they have then defined nucleus. You can say the definition like this also. Prokaryotes possess the nucleus and does not possess the nucleus, and whereas coming to the eukaryotes, they possess the nucleus. Okay, children, that's all about this 3 main organelles. Now we'll study the secondary organelles which are present inside the cytoplasm. Okay, the first organelle we will say it's an endoplasmic reticulum. In short, we can say it is an ER. Okay, how this I'll rub these points. And so how this endoplasmic reticulum is the present means the endoplasmic reticulum, it is just like as oblong bag-like structures, like this we can see. Okay, so they're connected to the for example, let me say that this is a nucleolus, and so around this nucleus, very close to the nucleus, the skeletal like structures or blank structures. Okay, yes, like these structures we'll see, and these are called as an endoplasmic reticulum. In short, we'll say ER. There are two types of the ER. Okay, so what are the two types of the ER means? One is an RER and second one is an SER. What is an RER explains? RER explains the rough endoplasmic reticulum. SER explains a full form. SER is a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, yes. So this is an rough endoplasmic reticulum. Why this is called as rough endoplasmic reticulum means like this we can see. The roughness. So on the top of this rough endoplasmic reticulum, there are ribosomes will be present. Ribosomes will be present. Okay, this full is an rough endoplasmic reticulum. So this is SER, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So as the rough endoplasmic reticulum is rough because of ribosomes. What is the main function of the ribosomes means they help in synthesis of the proteins. Okay, second type of endoplasmic reticulum is a smooth. The main function of this SER is and helps in an lipid synthesis. Okay, yes. So that is an two different types of an endoplasmic reticulums. Okay, what is the main function of RER, SER means? RER play a role in production of proteins, SER play a role in the production of the lipids. Actually, these two, the proteins and the lipids are helpful. For example, whenever the cell get any damage inside the organelles, they need an essential the product substances like the proteins and the lipids. With the help of that proteins and the lipids, the cell membrane get manufactured. It get back its own structure. Okay, that particular process is called as membrane biogenesis. This is a 1 mark question. Define what is called as a membrane biogenesis. What is called as membrane biogenesis means proteins. The proteins and lipids help in building up of cell membrane whenever it was damaged. Well, cell membrane in the sense what? Plasma membrane. That's the reason I said these endoplasmic reticulum are very similar to the plasma membrane. The close interaction between this plasma membrane as well as this endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, yes. So that particular process we'll call it as a membrane biogenesis. Is it clear, children? Yes. Next one. Actually, what is the use of this endoplasmic reticulum? Another uses. They helps in transport of the materials. They helps in the transport of the material from where to where. Where to where means as they are very close to the nucleus. Inside the nucleus we can see what is that? Cytoplasm is present. Okay, and these endoplasmic reticulums are producing what? They are producing lipids as well as proteins. Okay, so the cytoplasm needs lipids and proteins. So then what will happen? This endoplasmic reticulum transports the lipids and proteins in between cytoplasm to endoplasmic reticulum. That's what I written here. ER transports. ER means endoplasmic reticulum transports the material between the cytoplasm and the nucleus. Is it clear, children? Yes. The next one. It is coming to the vertebrate animals. You know that animals are divided into two groups, invertebrates and the vertebrates. Invertebrates, what they do? They does not possess backbone. Vertebrates, they possess the backbone. Very clear, we'll study in the coming lessons. As I use the word vertebrates, I am saying that who are called the vertebrate organisms. The organisms which possess the backbone, will call them as a vertebrate organisms. In vertebrate organisms, liver cells. The liver cells having whenever there is the problem in the liver cell, and this SCR play a role. SCR just play a role in detoxifying the poisonous material and drugs which will be causing harm to the liver cell. Is it clear, children? Detoxifying. Toxifying in the sense what? Toxic means poisonous material. Detoxic means they will neutralize us. They will neutralize us that the power of this the drugs which will be harmful materials which will be released and cause harm to the liver cell. So like that, SCR play a role in to detoxifying the drugs and the poisonous material, especially in the liver cells, especially in our vertebrate organisms. Okay, children, that's all. These are all the points about an endoplasmic reticulum. They are oblong sac-like structures. Okay, yes. Let us come into the next one. The next organelle, we'll call it as the Golgi complex or Golgi apparatus, we can say. Actually, who identified this Golgi apparatus means Camillo Golgi. He was a doctor, he was a scientist, and first he worked in the hospital. He made one small kitchen room. He started working experiments on all the experiments, and later on he converted that small kitchen room as the big laboratory, and he discovered this special organelle like as an Camillo Golgi. In the box in textbook it is given to you know, just if you read that you will get enough information regarding that. Okay, yes. Actually, what how this Golgi apparatus it will be? How they will be this apparatus means these are just like parallel or opposite, parallel structures on the top of the nucleus. Like this, they will be present parallel, like in the form of stalks. Let me draw here to see clear, like this. Okay, yeah, like this, parallel each other. They parallel to each other. Okay, yes. So these are called as stalks other than cisternae. The name of this stalk is an cisternae. Okay, yes. One is the convex, and inside they have the deep concave structures. Okay, yes. So these organisms, the Golgi complex organisms, are membrane bounded vesicles. The vesicle, the structure is an vesicle, and this vesicle is an parallel to each other. Okay, yes. And so these stalks, what we are calling? We are calling them as an cisterns. Okay, yes. So how this it will be means that these are membrane often has connected with the ER. So these structures are also very often they will be get. That means the cisternae very often gets connected with an endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, this main function of this Golgi complex is helpful to form the lysosomes, formation of the lysosomes. Not only that, and this Golgi complex is also helpful to develop the complex. See, just somewhere it is. The complex sugar may be made from the simple sugars with the help of this Golgi complex. Okay, yes. What is the main function? What is the main function of this means? Whatever material is manufactured in the endoplasmic reticulum, what are that? Just now I said lipids and the protein. That will be dispatched. That will be the dispatched and packed by the help of this Golgi apparatus. Is it clear, children? That's all for the Golgi apparatus. That's all for today. Children, I will send the note and make it watch the video properly and note on all the key points. Thank you.